Hey guys, today I'm going to be talking to you about my top 5 NFL Super Bowl contenders this year. And hit the like button, subscribe, and thank you. Number 1, the Chiefs. No matter what, the Chiefs are going to be contenders. Since winning 2 back-to-back Super Bowls, even though they had a terrible wide receiver core that couldn't catch any passes for their lives, and they still managed to be a stacked 49ers team. And since then, they've upgraded their wide receiver room, adding Marquise Brown and Xavier Worthy to their ranks. And now they can finally throw deep again because they have capable receivers who are fast and speedy. And if you don't have a Tyreek Hill, get 2 of them. Okay, that wasn't funny. But all jokes aside, the Chiefs have filled up most of their holes in free agency and the draft. They drafted Xavier Worthy out of Texas, Kingsley Suamataia out of BYU, tight end Jared Wiley out of TCU, safety Jaden Hicks out of Washington State, Hunter Norzad center out of Penn State, cornerback Kamal Haddon out of Tennessee, and guard CJ Hansen out of Holy Cross. And in free agency, they got defensive tackle Derek Nottie, and they got defensive tackle Tershawn Warden, defensive tackle Mike Pennell, safety Deion Bush, tight end Irv Smith Jr., long snapper James Winster, defensive tackle they re-signed Chris Jones, linebacker Drew Tranquil, and they got Matt Ariza, punter, and then they also got Marquise Brown to bolster up and improve their team for when they're trying to win the three-peat this year. Number 2, the Eagles. No matter what happened to the Eagles last season at the end of the season, they were still good at the beginning of the year. Remember how unstoppable they were? They might have lost a lot of good players that they can't replace, like Fletcher Cox and, of course, Jason Kelce. But they got Jalen Carter and Nolan Smith, and they're both looking primed to have a great defensive season this year after their rookie seasons last year. And Cam Jurgens, a second-rounder in 2022, who has been backing up for Jason Kelce is looking better every day. And his backup, Dylan Macon, a second-rounder this year, is going to be ready to back him up. They had a great draft class this year, including first-rounder cornerback Quinyon Mitchell, second-rounder Cooper DeJean, third-rounder edge Jalix Hunt, fourth-rounder running back Will Shipley, fifth-rounder wide receiver Anaya Smith, fifth-rounder Jeremiah Trotter Jr., another fifth-rounder in guard Trevor Keegan, a sixth-rounder in wide receiver Johnny Wilson, another sixth-rounder, Dylan Macon. They also picked up Saquon Barkley, who's only 27, and he still has some great years ahead of him. And that's all, pretty much. All in all, the Eagles are looking primed for a good season, and Super Bowl hopes the Texans. The Texans have a great offensive and defensive team this season, with C.J. Stroud in the offense, with tight end Dalton Schultz, wide receivers Tank Dell, Nico Collins, and Stephon Diggs, along with running back Joe Mixon. And on the defense, Nick Anderson Jr., Danielle Hunter, Derek Stingley Jr., and Jalen Petrie anchoring this defense. They also bolstered their ranks this year, drafting cornerback Kamari Lassiter out of Georgia in the second, and other second-rounder tackle Blake Fisher out of Notre Dame, third-rounder safety Kalen Bullock out of USC, fourth-rounder tight end Cade Stover out of Ohio State, sixth-rounder Jamal Hill out of Oregon, another sixth-rounder in running back Jahar Jordan out of Louisville, two sevenths in Ed Solomon Beard, USC, and the other one is defensive lineman Marcus Harris out of Auburn. And guys, let's not forget that everyone didn't expect us to play well this year. We came in with C.J. Stroud, who helped us improve our offense. We also got Will Anderson Jr., who helped our defense improve a lot. And honestly, I see us winning the Super Bowl soon. Maybe not this year, but I see us winning a Super Bowl in a later year. Like, mark my words, in the future. The Lions are looking primed for a great playoff run this year. A great team that is under great coaching, Dan Campbell, and a great team with rising stars and a great O-line. With players on the offense like Amon-Ra, St. Brown, Sam Laporta, Jahmyr Gibbs, David Montgomery, and Jared Goff, and a defense with a whole new secondary that's been redone after how badly they got bombarded deep during the last season. And they're getting accompanied by a great defense led by Aiden Hutchinson and DJ Reader, John Costme, and Alim McNeil anchoring the strong defense. That's why I think that they probably had the third best odds to win the Super Bowl and probably might actually win it this year. Especially how good their comeback story is with how bad they were before and how they've gotten better over the years. And last but not least, the 49ers. The 49ers are a totally stacked team, having 7 AP All-Pros on their team last year, and this is probably their last year in Super Bowl contention because Brock Purdy will be up for a new contract that'll take a lot of cap room, and they will probably lose lots of players on their team. And some top players who are up for a new contract in 2025 is Deebo Samuel, George Kittle, Leonard Floyd, Juwan Jennings, Kyle Juszczyk, and much more. So I see this as their last year of contending, but I still see them as having a great season this year and making the postseason. Okay, guys, that's all. Those are my way too early top 5 Super Bowl contenders. And if you enjoyed this, please smash that like button, hit the subscribe button, and turn on notifications for more content like this. Play call out.